Well, okay. Well, we do kind of need to talk to him about the thing that we were going to talk to him about, but you
We'll start
know,
with that.
Okay. Well, okay. First of all, that is a BCSO command issue. We have to have Vivs back. I hope that for whatever reason, it's like regardless, we want to.
Oh, I
empower
fully
kind of
expect to get dapped, but I'll do it again.
Okay. Again, that's with your high command. I think that punishment goes.
Yeah.
should
No,
come
I
from
fully.
your superiors.
Words come out of my mouth. I fully expect to get dapped, but I'm not about to hide how I feel. Why the hell would I do that?
Okay. So I guess here's what I want to know. Do you have issues with Moss and I and the way we're doing things right now?
Well, considering at this point in time I have no fucking clue how you're doing things, to my understanding, the entirety of the shift that I built is currently on fire. And you guys are viewed as, I don't know, some kind of high command poison that's completely and utterly obliterated the shift. Morale's in the toilet. LSPD ain't waking up at 2. Your entire command and your seniors have been torn apart to nothing, to the point it's you guys and a handful of cops.
Where have you? Have you personally seen that, by the way?
Well, no, because I don't care. My time.
So that's just what people are saying.
Yes.
Okay, what's your? as far as your opinion, though.
Well, Peters,
you have permission to speak freely. Like,
I think you're a good cop, but you're a stirring shithead, and people will see that as toxic coming from a high command member. That's going to drip down. People will show no respect for you whatsoever, especially with this Blainer shit. And considering the way that I was running thing is, I pretty much kept things very civil towards both departments. And then if that grew and created more animosity, and Moss comes along, who's a completely new face that nobody fucking knows, and from a point looking up, has a assistant chief stirring and shit talking nonstop, creating animosity.
Hold on. Okay, continue.
Creates animosity, and it's a direct reflection of how Moss operates because you're her choice. So your actions reflect very negatively on Moss, and that's how everybody views it, and that's how it's going to be continued to be viewed.
When was the last time I stirred with the BCSO?
See, that thing, I don't know because I don't pay attention. I just go out and do my job.
No, it's all good. Listen, here's the reality. I do think a lot of that shit is valid, right? Look where I came from. For me to be put in this position, I think the whole thing with Moss being promoted from cadet is, I think there's a lot of people that would take her position, and I don't fault her. And I think the kind of like the unwarranted animosity towards Moss without giving her a chance is kind of bullshit. I understand where people are coming from, or the disdain is coming from me. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't have the best track record. I understand that. I do have the best intentions for the LSPD. I don't think people understand that. I was stirring 100%. Moss told me to lock it the fuck in, otherwise there's going to be issues. I stopped it. I have stopped. I don't.
This feels like an apology.
Everybody,
I don't know what
there's like bits in our fucking meetings where we make light jokes, but when we're out there in the field, I think the reality is, as much as I would have loved to see like us at each other's throats, it's not an option at this point in time, and we do have to be unified and work together. I know Moss believes the same. I have not gone out there. I'm not stirring. I'm trying to be very careful with the people I engage with to stir, to understand that they know I have nothing but the best intentions. But all of that being said, not everybody sees it that way. We have an issue with, and listen, I totally understand where you're coming from. I wish this would have been conveyed a little bit more before you transferred, but it is what it is. That moving forward.
Well, no. That's not why I transferred.
Why'd you transfer?
I transferred because like I said, I was part of the skeleton crew at the very start. I put 6 months of nonstop work, back-to-back months of building Shift 2, trying to create a functioning LSPD, created it, and it was doing pretty well. You guys stepped in, told I was basically being brought down, and I was like, I bet I'm going to take this as an opportunity to completely unboard myself and do as I please, without any kind of shackles of responsibility. So, took that, and with that on side, Salt Triple Tree was still available and transferred. My loyalty is not to any department. My loyalty is to the shift and shit that makes me happy now.
Okay. Context. When we got this position, fuck it. I'm telling everyone, I don't give a fuck. We were told to fucking tear the shit down and start with a new command. We were
that's
given
obvious.
that option. Yeah, and it's not. It literally came from the highest authority. We'll just leave it at that. We
hell?
thought that we could kind of rework things to try to be more successful, but the reality is while there is some aspects, there are some
Why'd they
aspects
just
that are
say
an
that?
absolute shit show. You can't deny it. There are some aspects that are good. We want to bring the good into the
Why
side
did they
that
just say
is
that?
an absolute shit show. What we are learning right now is we have command and high command that don't support us no matter what. Even with the good, with the bad, we need fucking command and high command to be with us. The betterment of the PD
Are
overall,
they gonna offer?
between the BCSO and just the LSPD. My personal focus is always going to.
I also want to preface this by saying we don't expect people to agree with this every time. Peters and I don't agree on everything, but we have the same end goal. And I think that is the biggest issue that we're facing right now is that Peter and our goal is not the same goal as a number of members in command or in high command. And they, I would say, are refusing to get on the same page with us.
One sec. Hello?
Yo, McNulty.
Let's go, brother.
What happened? Listen, I need your side of the story.
Oh, I shouted at her. She was
wrong.
wrong and wasn't able to do her job. I'll take the dap. Bye-bye. Carry on.
I don't know. So we're we kind of, I mean, the reality is we kind of I think we kind of fucked ourselves. I think there's people that should have stayed in positions where they were. We should have fucking just pulled the ones. It's really fucking hard because we got handed a shit sandwich and we're trying to make the best out of it. I'm not saying I'm not saying shift 2. And it's not on the department. Like, I'm not calling the department a shit sandwich. We're basically told to step in with no direction. That's the shit sandwich. Sorry. Is that that's more what I meant.
I guess.
We stepped into something knowing that, you know, obviously people were going to feel some kind of way about it. And I think we did the best so far with what we had. And I will say, you know, when I first stepped in, I was focusing a lot heavily on shift 1. And you know, I should have split my time, I think, more evenly between shift 1 and shift 2. And looking back on it, I wish that I had.
Yo, Blue, thanks 21.
But, you know, a lot of the issues that we're facing right now is obviously a number of people from shift 2 transferred. And we are kind of getting mixed signals right now of like the people who actually transferred, they tell us one thing. And then now we're hearing from people that people transferred because of me and Peters. And that everything that, and I'm not saying this towards you. You told me your reason. You know, you were very straightforward. You were one of the only people that actually came to me and talked to me directly about transferring. But
there's no way.
we're now faced with this issue within shift 2 of a lot of people transferred. The people that are still there are very resentful and frustrated about the transfers, and blame us for it. And it's, you know, it's a difficult situation because you take people at their word initially of why they want to transfer, and ultimately I want people to be happy, right? If they've always wanted to transfer to BCSO, as I was told, for some people they are genuinely feel like they're going to be happier if they want to be with their friends, do whatever BCSO people do, that's fine. But now the story has changed and flipped, and now all the transfers have occurred because of us, and obviously understandably people are resentful to us now about it. And so we're trying to navigate this and, you know, reassure people that we are making those steps. We are actively trying to rebuild refocus shift 2. I think we have a very good plan in place for it. You know, the
What
focus
is
of
it?
rebuilding. Right now, my plan is to focus on sort of building the officer rank. So get these PPOs through. We've done final evals. We're about to go do a final eval for Ma. Get them, make sure that they feel supported, make sure that the officers that are currently in there also feel supported and, you know, basically empowered. Focus then on cadets, getting them to PPO. Once we get through some of the cadets, we're going to focus on hiring or, you know, doing some more recruitment, looking at people who have previous experience
Yeah,
that we can kind
you
of.
guys are basically where I was ages ago. I dropped everything, all of the shit in police work that makes me happy, and hyper-focused growth and energy within the shift, and that pretty much solved everything. But like, unfortunately, where you guys are at is now you're viewed as a couple of shitheads, and you've got a dumpster fire. And my personally, if I was you, I would just tell people to fuck right off and just completely hyper-focus the growth of shift 2.
And that's what we're doing. And that's what we're doing.